We stone. We stone. We streaming. We streaming. We stone. We stone. We streaming. We streaming. Came to this motherfucker like yeah. Yeah. All my niggas in the chat and we also high. It's fun. Stone, stone, stream, 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 stone, stone, stream, stone, 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 stream, stream, stone. All my niggas in the chat they looking like high. It's fun. All my niggas gon' get that shit and roll. We stone, we stone, we streaming and streaming. We stone and streaming. Yeah, getting to the money, gotta get into the bag like yeah, yeah. Roll up, plenty motherfuckers breathing like yeah. All my niggas in the chat, they hot as fuck. Yeah, getting to the bag like yeah. All my niggas we stone the streaming. All my niggas we getting to the cheese and all my niggas we ain't gon' stop going to stop breathing. We streaming, we stone, and streaming, we stone, and streaming, we stone, and streaming.
What it motherfucking doobie? Literally had just made it back just in time.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Chosen checking in. I do realize that we probably won't have a lot of viewers because it is the start of the football season. But I do hope, yeah, nigga, it's like right in the middle of all the football games, like literally right now. So I hope to get people to comment on the rewatch. You dig? Because I know fantasy football is like super big.
For sure, man.
Super
a lot of
big,
people really
bro.
be into that. Matter of fact, who's your team, man? Who's your team?
I don't even have one. I told myself I was gonna start watching football again this year, right? So I can actually start with the fantasy football next year, right? We will be doing fantasy basketball this year though. But what up, D-Line? Notification gang. Nah, what's up? I will be cause like dog, it got to the point to where I don't even know who's really good besides watch the plane. Is that a plane? What the fuck is that? Is that a plane? Is that a plane? Yeah, that look like a plane. Or a fucked up scud. A fucked up watch the jet. Yeah, there we go. Good luck, man. Good luck.
You said the plane.
Yeah, good luck. Hey yo, that's what I'm saying. Right. So like as pretty much for the next, I don't know, 16 weeks, it's gonna be light.
Man, look, I ain't even tripping, man, because here's the thing, man. Not even trying to compete with that shit. The bottom line is, hey man, shit, man, we still got a show to run, man. It wouldn't matter what's going on. It could be the nuclear apocalypse and Stone and Streaming will be here every Sunday.
This is Chosen checking in from a post-apocalyptic house.
What y'all smoking on out there in the post-apocalyptic world, nigga? What y'all smoking on, man?
Pop.
Call this zombie fingers. Man, nigga did get stuck, man. Nigga was running outside trying to hit a dab. We on the setup today, so not as mobile. Normally I just hop on the phone, so I'll be outside and shit. But you know, we on the mic today, man. Got some cam for you guys, man. I know we're gonna have some good topics, man. But man, before we really get into these topics, man, shit, man, what's been good with you, man? What you been up to?
Work. I ain't even get a chance to do the show Tuesday because I had to work. Just been trying to work. Lemon cherry gelato, that's what's up. You like that lemon cherry gelato? I hear mixed reviews about that. I smoked some and I wasn't impressed, but it probably wasn't grown that good at the same time. So,
man, what was that gelato we had, man? I had
it was either lemon gelato or cherry gelato, but it wasn't lemon cherry. It was it had one of the components.
I can't remember.
Yeah, this is new for us D line. Usually we used to go on Tuesday. What up, True? Niggas work schedules change and shit. And man, I might be going to school for robotics, man. It depends on what these people talk about after I talk to them no more. So we'll see.
Damn. That's one hell of a skill set, man. Robotics.
Yeah. So now I'll be able to fix your vacuum cleaner. No, I'm just playing. What up, Trey Cheese? Cause yeah, this is new for us D line, but like I said, schedules change, and I mean, shit, we still doing what we do, and I may or may not have the scores of the game on the other TV. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? But shit, we just appreciative of the motherfuckers that's here live anyway. Cause like I said, fantasy football is big. A lot of people I know that watch football don't even really give a fuck about football. They care about the fantasy football.
Man, you already know how that shit is, man.
We smoking old junior true to the movement. We smoking Arnold Drummond with a inner worm, inner worm in there. There's a little worm in there, right? It ain't the big boy True, but it's the little True Junior. Got about a quarter gram of hash rosin in there. Acquired from Dry Sip, so I know how some people may or may not feel. It's not the cleanest, it's not white, but it is good.
Hey, look, man, let me tell you some real shit, man. I had ran across True, man. We was kicking it probably about a week ago, man. And man, we was just chopping it up. I was like, man, you remember the last time you came on the show and shit, had a really nice interview and shit. But I said, man, half these motherfuckers don't believe you was actually in the military and shit when you was 16 and shit. They don't believe half the shit you was saying. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why that shit had came up, man, was because some more unbelievable ass shit had came up. Man, when I tell you that nigga True is like the Black Forrest Gump, this nigga has done everything. And I don't mean it in like a slow way. I just mean like this nigga has done so much shit that people would actually think that is unbelievable. What was it? This motherfucker was telling me he was Snoop Dogg's blunt roller.
Man, there is no way I believe that.
Hey, look, I'm trying to tell you, man. And I know
I love you.
I'm trying to tell you, man.
I love you to death, but I do not believe that, nigga. We need a picture or a signed autograph, something, nigga.
And you know what I'm saying?
We need a picture. We need a picture of you handing a joint like this to Snoop. It ain't even got to be your face. It could be blurred out just like mine is. And man, I believe it. I seen that military picture. You was looking quite dapper in the military, though. That boy was looking nice and clean, wasn't he? That boy was clean on that mug.
But yeah, man. And I was like, bro, we're gonna have to get you back on here so you could tell this story. You know what I'm saying? Because, man. Just unbelievable ass shit, bro. Unbelievable.
that military picture wasn't true, nigga. That was Stanley Covington. Stanley Covington.
Oh, well, shit, nigga. That's still motherfucking miraculous to me. Shit, whether you roll 1 blunt, 2 blunts, 7 blunts, nigga. Shit, you roll blunts for Snoop Dogg, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Did you roll that nigga a boomstick?
And that's why I said you would need to come back on here to tell that story because. Hey man, I was high at the time, so I only remember what I remember. And
hey man,
the most important thing is you roll blunts for Snoop Dogg. And
we gotta get back. We gotta get you back on here. If for nothing else, so I can use this graphic here.
Now look, this is how you can tell it's true because as you can say, I wasn't his designated roller. I was just one of them. You know what I'm saying? I was one of the niggas that rolled up. But I wasn't the main one.
You know what? True be type of nigga to be like, man, look, man, because I was in 16 house fires, I made it all out. Everything was good, but man, everything got burnt up, nigga. By the way, nigga, I had to save 6 people, right? And I was living out. I do have pictures of that. It'd be him, nigga, dragging the motherfuckers out, nigga, like this.
Now you know what's really interesting, at least to me, is you know what I'm saying. Man, it's a lot of people who got crazy stories, man, that you would just never even. Think of, and people may say them, may not say them, you know what I'm saying? But just like everybody in their own right world, bubble got some crazy ass stories. You know what I'm saying? Shit that they done been through or done or whatever the case may be. So I think that shit is super fucking dope.
And if you would like to come and share your story on Stone and Streaming at any point in time, please contact Archie Seed Co. at Instagram or chosenschoice.fyg at Instagram. And man, we will definitely love to have you on. Cause one thing that high people love is stories, man.
Hell yeah.
I know.
Like I always love when we have guests and do interviews, bro. I think them shits be dope.
We got away from it, but we gonna hunt some people down. It's gonna be exceedingly hard. I mean, since like for the time being, probably, because like I said, everybody watches football. But we will try to hunt some shit down. Maybe we can have a special presentation show or some shit on another night if we get somebody hunted down. Maybe we can make an exception. Maybe depend, man. I do what I can. I know you'll do what you can too. We'll see. But we gotta hear that story. This motherfucker is just, you could tell there's something in there. This motherfucker smoking like it's on fire, nigga.
Hell yeah.
Let me ask you a question real quick before we get into these topics. I was in I be in everybody streams and stream here, stream there. And man, and I seen somebody say, might have been today. I can't remember if it was today or yesterday. Yeah, I heard somebody say that if you start feeding your plants water and nothing else but water from week 6, then they're purple. Now, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's a month of just feeding water. Yeah, they probably should purple. Now, do you think that this from
them shit's gonna brown and yellow too? Shit, the motherfuckers gonna do all kind of shit. Go ahead though. What was your question?
Which brought me to this topic. How many people do you think they plants actually got purple in them? Hey, what's up, Jesse Purple? How many people plants do you think actually got true purple in them? Or how many people plants do you think they're forcing some type of deficiency to make them purple?
You know what, man? I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like we have this conversation all the time. Number one, most purple weed is trash, in my opinion. And when I say trash, like that shit just ain't super strong. It's pretty.
You talking about true purple weed though?
Yeah. Most of that shit is just horrible. Just my opinion. As far as, you know what I'm saying, genetic wise, I think that you can have a lot of plants, or you can have phenols, even within a strain. You know, I also believe that not necessarily. I also believe that people doing shit like that, you know what I'm saying, your plant's not really purple, you know what I'm saying, and like you said, man, hey, you forced a deficiency, you know what I'm saying. But I don't believe. What up, Piff? I don't think that's real in my opinion. So I've seen the ice water baths. I've seen people do all kind of shit, you know what I'm saying, to supposedly enhance the purpling of their flower. That shit is trash, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's really hard. It's really hard. Like, they've had pink strains. You'll have some shit. Like, I know I got a lot of shit where it'll have like a hint of purple, but I feel like a lot of that shit really just comes based upon what genetic was in that plant. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's different. I also want to say I think it's also a difference between having purple bud and purple leaves. Two different things. You know what I'm saying? What say you? You good over there? Nigga over there in the hash hole.
Whoopsie. My bad. I think one of the most important things in this shit is lighting spectrum, right? Because I know just from having a different type of light with a different type of spectrum, it can have different type of expressions, right? Especially if you got Oh my god, I'm having a brain for it right now. If you having to look the not the far red, but the other one. I want to say infrared, but that's not it, man. I don't think. But all that shit make a difference. So like me and you can grow the same shit, and if we got different light setups, because obviously your environment matter as well. But I think the lights is the most important thing. So I think that if you growing with LEDs that don't have nothing but straight white 3500K spectrum, that's all they got. And I might be growing with LEDs that got, far red, the white spectrum, infrared. I might be able to tune my shit to force a different spectrum. I think all that shit gonna make a difference in purple. But I think
what Piff said was most important is the temperature. You know what I mean? I think a lot of that got to do with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, IR. But for sure, if you start feeding your plant nothing but water from week 6 to the end of week 9, like you said, man, you're gonna get all kinds of fucking colors that you probably shouldn't have. And obviously we know temperature, can make force leaf purpling and probably even a little bit on tips of the calyxes too. I know I myself have grown strains that's super deep dark purple, nigga, and when I grow them again, they not like that. Like when I used to grow in the winter in my basement, bro, everything would be purple. But they on a cold ass concrete floor, right? The temperature was cooler, so I could grow that same strain upstairs and it's not gonna be purple. Unless you got a strain, they got a true purple that you was talking about with the purple calyx, and all purple weed got that taste. Like it's like I call it's a purple taste. You know what I'm saying? I don't really care for it like that. I really don't. That particular taste, which I know is probably blasphemy right now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is loving purple and colors. It's just like funny how things go in circles. You know what I'm saying? Now everybody want purple. It's back again. I want purple.
Yeah, man. I think a lot of that shit depends, man. I don't really want no purple.
Not you.
Jib said,
maybe not the people that we even talk to. You know what I'm saying?
And I think that there's a difference, man, because you got the perps, you got like purple haze, you got like different purple strains, like authentic strains that are known to potentially be purple. And a lot of times perps be green and shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit might not even be purple, you know what I'm saying? But it could definitely be the strain perps. You know what I'm saying? So that's some shit that like I was just saying earlier, man. A lot of this shit is phenotype based, a lot of it's environment based, and then like you said, a lot of it is lighting spectrum. So and like I tell people all the time, man, I forget more shit than I remember. So can't remember the words. What is it? Anthocyanins, whatever that shit is, that actually make the shit turn purple. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I knew all that shit a couple years ago. You either use it or lose it over here in my brain. So whatever the fuck the name of that shit is, because that shit could transfer over into your hash. It could transfer, like you can have some purple weed and leave that shit on the wet napkin, and that shit will turn your napkin purple. You know what I'm saying? And the shit not be sprayed. So, it's just a pigment that's found inside of the actual plant itself. I believe that's what it is.
And we are both saying that pigment has taste. At least that's what I'm saying. Shit. If that's the case, the pigment's got taste. Other than that, man, I'm working on trying to get everything set right. I gotta pop more seeds because I need new shit going to interact with this old shit. I figured out I'm gonna start making all my seeds at the end of the year, and then take the next year to grow through what I just made. Seems like that's pretty good way to go. I'm just making it through all of the crosses that I grew last year, with the exception of like 1 or 2. But I grow them. Think it's true, but I grow them. I'm still not finna anthocyanin. Okay, anthocyanin. Okay. Yeah, so I got.
Yeah, man. I knew what that shit was called, but Or I knew what it was. I just couldn't remember.
Yeah, I had to sound it out like a little kid. Anthocyanin. Anthocyanin. That's what I had to do. But once I reset this shit, I'm just gonna have a long. I'm gonna do 4 plants in a 4x4, and we just gonna do a long veg. I'm probably gonna put up a scrog net because I've grown. I've grown every which way in there, so now it's time for me to do a scrog in that 4x4 with 4 plants. So we gonna let that shit veg. It's already. I put them in 3-gallon pots already, so we're gonna have a nice long veg time. Tent is in the beginning of week 8. The other tent is in the beginning of week 6. So the plants that I'm gonna put in the scrog probably gonna veg from now. I don't know, for about another 5 weeks at least. You know what I'm saying? And then I flower everything together, right? And then once I get to probably week 5 of flower, that's when I'll reverse whatever I'm getting ready to reverse and start making seeds. Once I get to week like 5 or 6, maybe 7, somewhere I know ain't nothing gonna really get pollinated like that because it'll be way too late. And that is gonna be the plan. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should do this, huh? Bam. You there? Is it that one?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I'm here. Put the yeah, there we go.
Yeah, boy, that boy, quick there, boy. There, so
Yeah.
that's oh shit.
Yeah, put the other one backstage. There we go. And then I come back, but this allowed me to at least be able to search with y'all. You know what I'm saying, a little bit.
Now I had to light this bitch back up, anyways. But that's the plan. It ain't probably not gonna go as planned, but we'll fucking see. I do got the banana beignet times Cherry Garcia in both tents. I gotta name that. I'm thinking about naming that bitch tiramisu.
Gross.
Yeah, but trying to play off the whole French banana beignet thing, tiramisu, just like gelato. It's another name for some motherfucking ice cream cake type shit.
I think tiramisu is Italian, not French. It's not French.
It depends.
Depends.
Nah, I'm talking about this comment. Nigga, I'm talking about this comment. Pip said, "Chosen Righteous, do y'all smoke y'all seeded plants?" I'm gonna go first, then I'll let Righteous go. A lot of times I don't, because my plant, when I reverse a plant and seed it, I do it early too. I like for the shit to be so seeded, it ain't really nothing left to smoke. Like by the time I take all the seeds and shit out, it ain't really nothing but like husks and just bits of just bullshit. Now I will, if there's anything left, I will, for sure. I've done it before when certain things didn't pollinate a lot like I wanted them to, or I didn't have no weed at all, so I had to sift all my seeds out and smoke that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So long answer is what I just gave you. Short answer is, if I can, I will. What about you, Rach?
Yes. I would say absolutely yes. Nothing goes to waste. And if you don't, shit, you can take it and press it after you pick all the shit out of it. So
I definitely have done that.
Like Choab said, you don't really like the seed husk and his shit. A lot of times I pick all this shit out. But if you don't pick it all out, cool. Not a problem. Take that shit. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, true. That's what I'm talking about.
Put it in the bag and press it.
You gotta do. Wash or press. Hey, you know what? I was actually thinking about pulling the washing machine back out. Shout out to Spooky Tooth. While I got his press still, I was thinking about washing something real quick. I don't know how long I'm gonna have it, but if I have it, it's week 8. If I have it doing this next harvest, right? I got 3 plants that I probably want to just wash all 3 of them, right? Maybe do some fresh frozen. Maybe.
Nah, that sounds dope. Real quick, man, if we could, man, and I'm sure you may have done this on your Tuesday show, but can we get because it's been what, about 3-4 weeks since you You last harvested, right?
About, yeah.
Can we get a just a quick review on everything that you harvested from the Arnold Drummond down to whatever else you had in there?
Well, I haven't really named the jealousy times. No, I think I did. I think, yeah, that's wasted donut. My bad. I had three phenols of that. I had 4 phenols of Arnold Drummond. I had 2 banana cream savers, and I had the CC. And I had a Blue Magic times strawberry frosted donut, which Blue Magic is high octane and lilac diesel. So it was that phenol was very earthy and dieselish, and a lot of motherfuckers enjoyed it. Now that was the one phenol, the zero phenol, which I labeled the zero. That's growing in both tents now, and it's got a completely different smell. I don't know if it have a completely different taste, but it got a completely different smell. Smell more like a cake, a blue cake, if you will. You know what I'm saying? The Arnold Drummond 1, 2, 3, and 4. I did have one pheno that went 10 weeks, believe it or not. That was pheno number 2, and it did yield the most, but it went an extra week. So all of them, most people would say it was really only 2 distinct phenos in that. I had one pheno that finished at the end of 8 weeks, and I had another pheno that finished at the end of 10 weeks. So, you know, most of them, I had 4. The other 2 finished right at 9. So, you know, it depends. Wasted donut, I had a pheno number 3 that smelled exactly, man, it was weird, bro. It smelled exactly like motherfucking burnt rubber and fuel, but when you smoked it, it didn't taste nothing like how I smoked at all. Matter of fact, it tasted exactly the opposite. That shit tasted like Sprite and berries, which is completely different than it smell. And even after set up and cured about, I don't know, 2 weeks maybe, shit still smell like that. I mean, it still smell gassy, but it still tastes the same, right? That was the wasted donut. I did not like how the pheno number 1 grew. I didn't really care for how pheno number 2. That was kind of cool, actually. I didn't mind how that grew. Number 1 grew like trash. I ain't like that. I really didn't like that. Love the CC. Yeah, everything yielded pretty good. I didn't have no shitty yielders on this one, so I was pretty lucky.
With the CC, I know at one point you were saying that it didn't taste the same as the other one. Now that it's had some time to kind of set up and cure, if you still have any, do you feel like the taste kind of mellowed out, or how did you feel about it?
I feel like you could tell it was the same thing, but it still tasted different. Still good. I would say the sweet might not be quite as prevalent. It might be a little, just slightly dulled down, if you will. It was a little more prevalent in the pheno that I had got from you, but I still kept this pheno and made plenty of clones. So we shall see it again. In 5x5 coming, and it might get crossed, it might not. It depends on. I need to see what it do once it's topped. I seen what that motherfucker do. Like with nothing, it's gonna grow like a Christmas tree, literally, like the little Hanukkah, the little Jewish little, thing that come up like that. That's how it grow.
Like a menorah.
Yeah, no larf at all. It wasn't no larf, dog. None. There wasn't any larf at all.
Okay.
No spacing. Was structured 4 apart, little marble golf ball size, dense ass motherfuckers with a nice crowning bud at the top. You know what I mean? Went pretty quick. I do got a little bit left of it though, for sure, that I just had to take. I might have saved the top bud maybe, but again, y'all seen them little bitty ass 1 gallon pots that was in, so everything was obviously, well, not obviously, because I be keeping it real. Everything was well over an ounce. You know what I'm saying? One of them plants was almost 3 ounces. I can't remember which one it was. I will have to go back and look because I wrote that shit down, but it was pretty decent. actually. So I enjoyed it. Right now we running the banana beignet times Cherry Garcia. We running Cherry Garcia times Mr. Big Stuff, and we are running the other phenotype of strawberry frosted donut times Blue Magic, and we running Ethos's Sweet OG times blueberry muffin. Now, that sounds like it might be tight. Slurricane times Platinum Kush Breath. I'm about to pop some more seeds. I'm probably gonna pop a breath or two myself.
Nice.
I probably pop a breath or two myself just to see. But I don't think I'm gonna like that Sweet OG times blueberry muffin. I just popped it because it was Ethos, and you know, you got a good track record with having big ass plants, and that ain't no different. It's a big ass plant, but I ain't digging the smell. And I took clones, I think, but I don't think I labeled it. I think I labeled them as question marks, I believe. So I probably don't even use that shit, even if I wanted to. That strawberry cough times sour diesel, that shit smell like straight sour diesel. And you know what I figured out? Don't really care too much for how sour diesel smells. I've been smelling that diesely smell, like the actual diesel smell, which is different than what I be calling the gas smell for me. And I would, you know, if you were still indulging in trees, I would definitely send you some so you could see what I'm talking about, because this shit is like, it's diesely all right, but and it smells old school, right? It's got like an old school smell to it. It grow old school. I'll make sure and go live Tuesday so I can show y'all, but it grow old school, fucking smell old school. And like I said, it's two old ass strains, man. Sour diesel and motherfucking strawberry cough. So I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna get out of that. I don't even know if I'm gonna like the structure or what we doing. Cause you know I like the
Well,
new
here's the
school
thing.
structure.
Well, here's the thing with something like that, man. And this just my personal recommendation. You take that and you cross it by 2 or 3 of your new school things that you got, whether they strains that you've already made or new strains that you're growing, and then you work with the progeny of that.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing that too.
Because hey, look, man, that's really, but in my opinion, what this should be all about, man. If at least for me, when I was making seeds, like I'm not actively currently making seeds, so the seeds that I have are stock, you know, shit that I've had. So like CC, man, I got so many CCs, that shit's not even funny. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is not even fucking close to funny. But the thing
With that
about
being
it
said, do you think you would use CC in a cross?
is, potentially, yes.
I
Like
think
I like
think you should.
I like the end product of it, but I like so like you smoked the Sherbishna before. You have smoked that, and that's half of the CC, but the CC don't taste like the Sherbishna. The other thing is it doesn't taste like the Straw Nanotoms sativa scream. It don't taste like that neither. So like I felt like that was one of the strains, at least from what I got out of it, that like when it was crossed, it didn't have attributes of, like it's probably got growing attributes, but as far as like the terpene profile, I felt like it made something new, something different. Like maybe it eliminated something that was in the Straw Nano Runtime Sativa Screen, or maybe it eliminated something that was in the Sherbishna. Who knows? But what happened is the taste is completely different from both of the parents, and that is something that I always think is pretty cool. As far as crossing it to something else,
I agree.
I probably would, but for me, it's also not. When strains like a CC, when strains that we have are released, like I feel like because I had so many seeds of that, because I gave away so many beans of that, because people bought so many of those, like it's kind of hard for me to use it in the cross, because if I was to now cross it into something else, when people look at it, in my opinion, when people look at it, they can be like, well, shit, I already got the parent. Why do I need something that has the progeny? You see what I'm saying?
You know what? That's a good point, because I thought you would have said, why would I cross it? And so many people got it for free, and they probably crossed it, right? Because so many people got it and they got a lot of it.
That too.
That's what I would have thought you would have said, because that's what I would have said. But either way, I get it.
And I kind of feel like, you know, not trying to even be funny, but I feel like that 93 Suns box, they had a lot of really good shit in it as well too. Like all of them, like I know for a fact, like you didn't really enjoy KJ, you know what I'm saying? Like I already know. But man, I had a really good experience with one of the KJs that I had. I feel like KJ would be a strain that I would go in and F2.
Pots.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like when like people ask me all the time, well, shoot, why don't you work your shit? I mean, really, because hey, I want to leave them at F1 so people can go through them and pick what they want out of it. But at the same time, I also feel like if the F1 isn't as good as it could be, I'll go back in and find two, cross that up, and then put that together and release the F2. Same way I did with Baseline. So like if I was actively making seeds, that would have been a project that would have already been done and over with. I would have been re-releasing KJ because I really did find one that I thought was special. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit was some gas. You know what I'm saying? To me.
Yeah, I'm not doubting anything you said.
And even the ones that weren't particularly great to grow, you know what I'm saying? They were still great to grow. Like the motherfuckers was like strong, aggressive growing plants, nice bud size.
That is true.
Shit like that. So I feel like it had a lot of potential. It just needed to go in and be worked. You know what I'm saying?
That is most certainly true. That motherfucker is aggressively an aggressive grower for sure. I had something I was gonna say, but man, I forgot because I actually
this nigga Pip, man. I just clicked over to the comments.
Indian School Road.
Yeah, Indian School Road. That shit made me laugh every time, man. Every time.
Oh, that's what I was gonna ask. I remember you saying one time something about the strains you made, how, and I would like for you to expand on that. Like, you feel like a cross is yours. You feel like it's your genetic once you, not just the first initial cross, but when you're saying something about taking the progeny of the first original cross by the progeny of the other first original cross, and then that's yours. I can't remember how you put it. I can't actually remember.
So first, I'd like to say, man, a lot of the breeding that I think
that
about,
Van Buren though. That Van Buren.
It just doesn't necessarily come from breeding plants, man. I always thought about it from a breeding dogs perspective. Like that's the first place where I really like thought about any kind of breeding, because motherfuckers post a pedigree and papers online and all this shit. So not to get too far away from the question that you asked, what I feel like is if let's say I got wasted donut and I got strawberry frosted donut. Let's say I cross both of those together, right? Those are two strains that came from you, but I crossed them first, right? Mm-hmm. Let's just say theoretically I crossed them first.
Right.
That cross is not necessarily my strain. Like, so if I had a seed company, I wouldn't be like, oh, like I could say my latest cross, but I would still say where both motherfucking the shits came from, but I would just really consider that a cross of your strains. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I have the progeny. Yeah, the progeny is a brand new strain, but like I really wouldn't look at it personally as like, hey, this shit is mine. So like even CC, like I don't look at CC as it's like completely mine, because that's a cross of two other people's shit, right? The reason why I would want to work CC is so I could get it to the point where I can say, hey, this is my shit. So almost like when you get to something like a lasagna or even like a Sir Charles, shit like that is like 3 crosses deep. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the reasons why you'll hear me rep that shit, or even like a lot of my old shit that I had, like Baseline, Indian School Road, like that has been crossed into something else, and then that cross has been crossed into something else that was crossed on two different sides on the other strain, and now you have this, which is mine. You know what I mean?
Yes. Would you call? See, just to play devil's advocate, because I'm with you about 50%, right? So, would you call Van Buren yours?
So I would say it's a strain that I made, but it is a cross of two other people's genetics. You know what I mean? So the goal for me was to take something like a Van Buren or a Banana Beignet and then cross that into something else, which you get like a macaroni salad, right?
Right.
Because that's a cross of Banana Beignet. And then I would like to take the macaroni salad and cross that into something else. See what I'm saying?
Right.
And now that particular strain is mine.
Now here's what here's why
especially if I crossed it into what I crossed it into was two strains that I had made.
Here's what I would say about that. I don't share that same school of thought, because I believe that everybody got to start somewhere, right? So for me, if I felt the way that you felt, right, to me, that means I wouldn't release anything until I had the progeny of one thing I crossed, and I was able to cross that into something else, right? Then I would release that and say it's mine. Or if you saying it only got to be crossed on one side, and then you can add something else to it and it's yours, cool. So that means that if I felt that way, I probably wouldn't release nothing but that. That's when I would get my first release. But I don't feel that way. And the reason I don't feel that way is because we'll use KJ as an excellent example. I had a KJ that was completely different than your experience. Completely different, right? You're the breeder. So every you got access to dinner every pheno if you want to, right? Because you're the breeder. So I feel like I'm not gonna be able to get the same. I'm not gonna find the same variation that you found. Number one, I'm probably not gonna find that same variation. I'll find something similar, but I won't find the same variation, right? I'm pretty sure I won't. Or as the breeder, I can go through that motherfucker and find something that ain't nobody else find, right? So I feel like that's definitely mine. Right? Because couldn't nobody else find what I found, right? So I definitely feel like, because a motherfucker got to start somewhere. If I take two things and I pop a pack or hunt a pack or whatever, and the result of that, yeah, that's my shit. Now, I will say that once you take two things that you found and cross it, and then take two more things that you found and cross it, and then take the progeny of both of them and cross it, I do feel like that's something that can't be replicated at that point at all, right? That can't be replicated at all. And I feel like, to me, that's more so what it's about, right? Let's just say, because anybody.
That's the point that I'm making. That's literally the point that I'm making. Is like, you know, hey man, it's not to say that shit ain't yours, because truly, wholly, honestly, you know what I'm saying, that shit is your strength. You know what I'm saying? Even if you just make one cross. But the goal for me is to just kind of get away from the first cross and try to cross it a couple times. Whether that shit turns out great or not, that's my goal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but then we take it back to the other strains, like they got popular. We'll say we'll just use runts for an example or whatever, right? Or do fucking gelato, even anything. Before shit got high, gelato 31, 40, all of that. But damn, anybody could go buy the same strains and technically make that, but it still wasn't a gelato. What the fuck is that about? It wasn't a gelato that they made, right? Why did that's crazy work. Why did my screen just do that? Hold on. But it still won't be the same gelato. As you know, it won't be the gelato everybody looking for. It won't be quote unquote that shit or whatever. I could take the same shit. So that's one reason why I say, like, yeah, I could technically I can make that shit. You dig? But it ain't the same. It's not what they had because they had a different pheno they got that was fucking popping. Now again, once you water up the well, because it is what it is. It's like I can make Indian School Road and you can make Indian School Road, but our shit ain't gonna be the motherfucking same. So if Indian School Road gets to getting popular from some shit you made, right? I might be able to piggyback off of that, but once a motherfucker smoke the same shit, they're gonna be like, yeah, that shit different. They say it's the same thing and it's made with the same thing, but it ain't. That shit Righteous made hit. You know what I'm saying? And that brings us to another question right here. All of the phenos that I had smelled took from the Sunday Driver. So they did have a sort of spicy, meaty type of smell. It wasn't. I didn't have nothing grapefruit about mine, and I grew like 5 of them. I grew 3 one time and 2 another time, right? And they all had the same type of that same type of Sunday Driver profile. And actually, Righteous, if you remember, I was like, yo, I'm not even using Sunday Driver and shit else because it seemed to take over everything. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't have that grapefruit experience with it myself.
No, it had two. I had 2 phenols, and I'm not sure if what he's speaking about is gonna end up as a grapefruit. It might change into something else, but that'd be the thing, man. Trees, man, they smell and change over the course of, what I'm saying, the growth.
That is so
but
true.
But that is cool though if you getting a grapefruit one and no one got a grapefruit one. You know what I'm saying? So now if you decide to cross it or you keep it in your garden, you can call it X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Literally. Like I took your banana beignet and crossed the times Cherry Garcia, which is 2 different people's strains, but the progeny of that, I would still say, hey man, that's mine.
Fun fact though, you know what I mean? Banana beignet is the same thing as Van Buren, just parents reversed as far as what was pollinated.
Yeah, I remember that. He said week 6. Yeah, I just had some shit that smelled one way and the smell changed, bro. Not that particular thing, because I definitely had shit that was in week 6 that continued to smell like that about it, for the whole duration. But I definitely had some shit that also changed too. Hopefully, man, no matter what the outcome is, you fucking are enjoying it. Me personally, I'm not real fond of grapefruit like that. So if that's what I'd have probably gotten, man, look here, I probably wouldn't even. I don't know, because grapefruit, even when I eat it, it make your mouth, it make you pucker all up. You know what I'm saying? You be like,
man, a lot of grapefruit be bitter as shit.
Grapefruit.
Like I'd much rather eat an orange, but I could see how some people like grapefruits. You know what I'm saying? But just give me an orange. I'm cool on a grapefruit.
Speaking of, I'm gonna go back through. That's what I'm actually gonna pop. I'm gonna go back through some of them barbecue ribs type shit. And I actually got St. Louis ribs in the tent now. I got to go back through some of them and fuck with them because I did have fun with them. I actually need to pop some more barbecue ribs themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. Shit, we got any topics lined up for today?
Man, we do. We like an hour in damn near now. But let's hit them with, hold on. Man, my computer all fucked up. Everything went on one screen. And let's see if I can do this. How is it? Oh, okay, that's how this shit weird. It so did some weird shit. We're gonna hit y'all off with a 2-minute video real quick. And that video will be not me. It will be, hold on while I get it right. Hold on, man, see, because I can't. Am I able to? Oh, that's fucking dope. Now I can see what y'all see. All right, look. Boom. All right, this was the Atlanta news at 5 p.m. No, I'm just fucking with you. It was though, for real. Metro Atlanta hemp provider says new restrictions could hurt retailers. Now, imagine that. Why do you, first of all, before we start, why do you think this dude said that? Right? Do you think a regular motherfucker off the street said
Man,
that?
there's a lot of people saying that shit. There's a whole bunch of people saying that shit. And here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you some real shit, and it's just I just literally had this thought. I think the taxation is probably different on hemp and hemp products versus actual cannabis products. I bet you I would be almost 1,000% sure of that. It's probably a different level of taxation.
Yeah, it definitely is, and I think that like when you say shit is hemp, it's easier to like market, if you will. You know what I mean? It's easier.
Well, think about this. What if the tax on hemp, because hemp is an industrial material, right? That's how it's brought up and thought of, right? Rope, shit, twine, shit like that.
Have you ever bought hemp rope?
I think a lot of people have, and maybe they don't know it. But I think that's the primary use of this shit. You know what I'm saying? So the secondary use became this whole extra market, which is now taking over the primary market, which is also interfering with the cannabis market. So if we're gonna allow cannabis edibles into stores, but we're taxing it at a, let's just say, a 40% rate, but we only taxing hemp at a 4% rate, with shit. Now we as the state, we stand to lose a lot of money. And we now also have an additional competition to our product.
This is true. Well, let's see what the fuck they reporting real quick.
Hot Atlanta.
New regulations on the sale of hemp and
can y'all hear that or no?
Could have a huge impact on those who sell the products. John Tom Regan is live.
That blows.
Telling you these regulations, well, they're
the way I got this shit set up. Sorry guys, we can't even hear what Atlanta's saying unless y'all can hear it. Oh, you know what? I know what I could do. We'll say that for next week though, because I actually got the audio coming through a different source. So we can either do one more topic of your picking, because you know the topics that we got, or we can close the show out. Either or, man. You know what? You want to read about some doobies, man? You're muted.
6 minutes. 6 minutes. 6 minutes till the family's gone. They got 6 minutes, man. Give them a topic, man. You pick. You just choose one, man. Let's go.
Boom. Read about some doobies, man.
Senate committee will vote on Doobie Act to block agencies from using past marijuana use to deny employment and security clearances.
Now here's the thing.
What's the thing?
How would my employer, I mean, they would have to look into my record and say, yo, you got fired for smoking weed. Like past marijuana use to deny. So would that mean, and I guess the article will answer these questions, because I like I said, I haven't read anything but this headline. So does that mean to block agencies from using past marijuana use? So how would they know I smoked in the past? I guess is what I'm asking.
Well, I mean, on some applications, I would assume that they may ask, have you ever used marijuana? You know what I'm saying? So potentially you may have, and you may answer truthfully to that. You may have a past conviction. I'm thinking maybe they'll throw that out. Like, let's say you had a marijuana conviction 30 years ago, but you somehow, have a certain level in a civil service section of the government. You know what I'm saying? But you can only get past a certain section. Now, civil service, that might just be you helping the military base, run their golf course. You know what I'm saying? Or run their snack centers or, run X, Y, and Z. But once you in the door, you can move around, go here, go there. But let's just say you can only get a certain level of security clearance. That's going to limit to what effect or how high you can raise in the civil service. Keep in mind civil, that means the public, the people. So, hey, you might not even be able to get a job in a particular, field. So I think it makes a lot of sense, in my opinion, especially if y'all getting ready to like really turn this shit around. And I think, we on the way.
That was a wonderful explanation. I swear to God. That was great. There you go, man.
A Senate committee has rescheduled a hearing for next week to vote on a bill that would limit the ability of federal agencies to use past marijuana use as a factor in making employment and security clearance decisions. The legislation, titled Dismantling Outdated Obstacles and Barriers to Individual Employment, or DOOBY, what it DOOBY, was initially set to receive a markup in the Senate Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs Committee in July. The hearing was later canceled, but now is set to go before the panel on Wednesday. The committee chair, Senator Gary Peters of Michigan, Democrat, is also the chief sponsor of the legislation, which is one of the latest legislative attempts to ensure that a person's eligibility for federal workforce is not negatively impacted just because they previously consumed cannabis. So I don't know that. I'm going to skip a paragraph. Go down. Go back down. All right. Go back up. Right there. Come on, bro. My bill will take the common sense step to align federal statutes with existing agency guidance and ensure that talented individuals will not automatically disqualified from service solely due to past marijuana use, he said. By providing this much needed clarity for agencies and applicants, we will ensure that the federal government can recruit and retain the best and brightest to serve our nation. Now, I'm going to tell you what I think this is about, just really quickly. Right. One, a lot of people who are skeptics of this would be like, hey, man, these motherfuckers should still just not hire you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you admit to it. Okay, cool. Thank you for letting us know. We just ain't going to hire you, but it's not based off of that. You know what I'm saying? Well, what I really think this shit is about, I believe that the war is now cyber. You're having a lot of people who have information has been hacked. I think like everyone's social security number just got hacked earlier this year. The government is fighting a cyber war that is out of this world, right? So a lot of the people who may work in the civil service sector, what they're going to need for these potential areas of employment, may or may not have indulged in cannabis previously. So I think a lot of this shit is going to come down to not just a work type thing, but I also think it also comes down to national security as well, which, think about it. If you a hacker, if you was on the computer and shit like that, I think one of the common stereotypes is the motherfuckers be getting blowed. You know what I'm saying? Access to shit, they ain't got shit, business accessing and shit. So I think that even though that may be like far-fetched to some, I think that has a lot to do with it, man. They're having struggles filling certain positions because, hey, man, people smoke weed openly now.
Okay. I was trying to decipher this as best I could. I was trying so fucking hard. I got most of it.
Shit, Chosen. Amazon digs into your childhood. It says childhood, but I think he was trying to say childhood. The fuck? Have you seen my childhood? Classic Michael Jackson. Classic Mike Jack. You see it?
Shit, Chosen. Amazon dig into your childhood to get hired. See, I read that as shit chosen Amazon dig. I don't know what dig mean. That's not it. But Amazon something until you shit had to get hired is what I'm reading. Cause I know child should be shit.
Yeah,
Hold should be had.
Nigga. The fuck? That's even worse than what that nigga wrote. What you said is worse than what the nigga actually wrote.
What?
The fuck?
Hell no. But yeah, man, the Doobie Act.
So that's how
Coming
we
to
feel about the
a
Doobie Act.
Senate, coming to a Senate near you.
The Doobie. Which one of the Doobie brothers do you be?
Hell yeah.
Dwayne, damn, I got high like nothing. I was even smoking in the parking lot before bogus drug test. Yeah, Amazon's pretty cool about a lot of shit like that, fortunately. Because niggas don't know. Yeah, I don't even know, Pip. All right. Bruh, I don't know. I don't know what that. Maybe you could type the right thing, unless you really do mean child hold. For real, bro. Worked there for almost 2 years. Hey, true. From now on, bro, I swear to God, we just gonna, if we got a topic, we just gonna assume that you have done it. And I don't know. Damn, nigga. It was blurry as a motherfucker. There we go.
Yeah, man, sitting all back, relaxing shit, man. You a show host, man. Get your shit together, nigga. Sitting back there looking like Ninja Gaiden and shit.
I'm black as fuck already. I didn't even turn on the light. So it ain't like nobody can see me anyway. Don't matter. This was another wonderful. Hey, man, I appreciate the 9 people for being here because I know, like I said, that football is a motherfucker. So, y'all were faithful. Fuck your Garden Knights.
Fuck your Garden Knights. Yes, sir.
Childhood. Okay. Have you seen his childhood?
Yeah, man. Man, been another great episode, man. I definitely appreciate y'all showing up as well, too, man. It's most definitely able to have a little session. And man, shit. Not everybody team is gonna win today, but I hope y'all enjoy watching some football. You know what I mean?
I definitely won't, but I got a party for my daughter I gotta go to, so it's all goody with that. Until then, damn, okay, that makes so much sense now. Yeah, I was fucked up.
Nigga, I said childhood a long time. Nigga, what? Nigga, nigga, you might need to catch an Uber to wherever you going.
Man, for real. Okay, all of this whole conversation makes so much more sense now. So true, you worked at Amazon, but man, we gotta get your ass on her. You worked at Amazon for 2 years, man, bro. This nigga, don't tell me you built a boat. We not even gonna tell nobody that shit. Cause I bet you might have. Nigga, I know one thing. You got anything else you want to say, Rach, man? You got anything else, man?
Nah, man. Man, I just hope everybody has a great day today, man. And start off the week right.
And true, just for you, man. I know you know how to make them, but can you grab that umbrella for everybody?
Brain. Every time you see the boy, got a brand new strength. And the shit so Waco. Flame. Put your ass in a ditch. Saddam El Hussein. 2 things that a nigga know. Pot the beans, let the shit grow. Green light, that mean go. That mean go. 2 things that a nigga know. Pot the beans, let the shit grow. Green light, that mean go. That mango, that mango, that mango. Peep the game, cheddar lingo. Ooh, ooh. Nigga, how far would the green take you? As far as you go. That mango, peep the game, cheddar lingo. Nigga, how far would the green take you? As far as you go. It ain't no game, it ain't no game. All of these niggas, they looking for game. Lining they pockets, they flooding they pockets, they lining they pockets with all of this change. Shit ain't no game, shit ain't no game. All of these niggas, they do it for game. But one thing won't change, it will remain the same. None of these niggas will ever reign. All these hundreds in this bitch is gone. Tommy gun, honey bun, it's gone. Hope you brought your umbrella, it's gone. And we gon' cause it's gone. All these hundreds in this bitch is gone. Tommy gun, honey bun, it's gone. Hope you brought your umbrella, it's gone. And we gon' cause it's gone. All these hundreds in this bitch is gone. Tommy gun, honey bun, it's gone. Hope you brought your umbrella, it's gone. And we gon' cause it's gone.